The space station never slept. Lights floated in long white lines across the metal ceiling. Ships came and went every minute. Voices from 100 worlds mixed together. Buyers shouting, engines humming, alarms beeping softly in the distance. In the middle of all that noise, a small dragon child sat alone. He was curled near a support pillar, trying to make himself small. His scales were a dull blue, scratched and dirty. One wing was folded tight against his back, shaking a little whenever he moved. His tail wrapped around his legs like he was afraid it might disappear if he let go. He was crying, not loudly. No screams, no calls for help. Just quiet tears sliding down his face and dripping onto the cold metal floor. People walked past him. A tall insect trader glanced once, then looked away. 2 armored soldiers slowed for half a second, then kept moving. A group of wealthy travelers stepped around him as if he were trash. Some felt uneasy. Some felt afraid. Most felt nothing at all. "Dragons are dangerous," one alien muttered. "Probably a trap," said another. "Not my problem," a third whispered. The dragon child heard all of it. He had learned something important very early in his short life. Crying louder did not bring help. So he stayed quiet. Time passed. Minutes. Maybe longer. Then a human walked by. He was average. Brown jacket. Small bag over his shoulder. Tired eyes. He looked like someone who had worked too long and slept too little. At first, he walked past 2. Then he stopped. The human took 3 steps forward, then slowly turned around. He looked at the dragon child again. Not with fear. Not with disgust. With something else. Concern. The human hesitated. Around them, people kept moving. A security drone floated past, scanning faces but ignoring the child completely. The human sighed softly. Then he did something no one else had done all day. He sat down, right there on the cold floor, beside the crying dragon. Not too close, not touching him, just close enough to say, "I see you." The dragon froze. His tears stopped mid-fall. Dragons were taught many things. One of them was this: humans were unpredictable. Some were kind, some were cruel, most were dangerous in ways you didn't expect. The dragon pulled his wing tighter, breathing fast. The human said nothing. He didn't reach out. He didn't ask questions. He just sat there, legs stretched out, hands resting on his knees. Minutes passed. Finally, the human spoke. "You look cold," he said. His voice was calm, soft, normal, like he was talking about the weather. The dragon blinked. No one had said that to him before. The human opened his bag slowly and pulled out a small food pack. He placed it on the floor between them and gently pushed it closer. "You don't have to take it," he said, "but it's there if you want." The dragon stared at the food. His stomach hurt. He hadn't eaten in a long time, but his hands shook. Dragons who showed weakness were punished. Dragons who accepted help were laughed at. The human waited. People noticed now. "Hey, human," a passing alien warned. "That thing could burn your face off." The human didn't even look up. "He's crying," he replied. "Burning things don't usually cry." Slowly, very slowly, the dragon reached out and grabbed the food. He ate fast, like someone afraid it might be taken away. The human smiled a little but said nothing. As the dragon moved, his damaged wing slipped. The human saw it. Dried blood, cracked scale, an injury badly treated or not treated at all. His jaw tightened. "What happened to you?" he asked quietly. The dragon flinched at the question. For a moment, the human thought he had pushed too far. Then the dragon whispered, barely louder than the station hum. "They left me." The words were small, broken. Before the human could respond, a sharp alarm rang through the station. Red lights flashed. A loud voice echoed overhead. "Attention! Dragon child detected. All civilians stand clear." The dragon's eyes went wide with terror. He scrambled closer to the human, hiding behind him, clutching the fabric of his jacket with shaking claws. The human stood up, and for the first time, the station noticed him too. The alarm did not stop. It grew louder. Red lights flashed across the space station, like warning eyes. Conversations died mid-sentence. Ships paused their docking. Even the merchants stopped shouting. Everyone heard the same words. Dragon child detected. The dragon's claws dug into the human's jacket. Please, the child whispered, his voice shaking. Don't let them take me. The human, Elias, did not answer right away. He stood very still. Slowly, people around him backed away. No one wanted to be near a dragon when security arrived. Fear spread faster than fire. Heavy footsteps echoed from both ends of the hall. Station guards appeared, armored and armed. Behind them floated 2 steel drones, glowing blue with scanning light. One guard pointed straight at the child. There, he said. That's the one. The dragon whimpered. Elias stepped forward. Just 1 step. But it was enough to put himself between the guards and the child. You can't do that, a guard warned. Move aside, human. Elias looked at him calmly. He's hurt, Elias said, and he's scared. He is not your concern, the guard replied. This dragon belongs to the dragon dominion. At those words, the child shook harder. No, he whispered. Please, not them. Elias glanced down. Why are you afraid of them? He asked quietly. The dragon swallowed. They said I was wrong, the child said. They said weak wings shame the blood. The station felt colder. One guard shifted uncomfortably. Another crossed his arms. Elias slowly turned back to guards. You heard him, Elias said. He doesn't want to go. That is irrelevant. The lead guard snapped. Dragons decide dragon matters. Elias laughed once. It wasn't a happy laugh. Funny, he said. That's what every cruel group says. The guard stiffened. You are interfering with official authority, the lead guard warned. Last chance. Step aside. Elias didn't move. Instead, he did something unexpected. He sat down again, right on the floor, and the dragon, confused but trusting now, sat beside him. Gasps rippled through the crowd. What is he doing? Is he crazy? That dragon could kill him. Elias placed his hand on the cold metal floor. Where I come from, he said, voice steady but loud enough to carry. We don't judge children by what they are missing. The guard scoffed. This is dragon law. Elias nodded. And this, he said, is human choice. The lead guard raised his weapon slightly. The dragon flinched. Elias did not. You want him? Elias said, then you go through me first. Silence. Even the alarm seemed quieter now. The guards hesitated. Humans were not strong like dragons. They had no claws, no fire, no scales. But humans were known for one thing across the stars. They did not step back once they decided to stand. A new voice echoed through the station. Stand down. Everyone turned. A tall figure appeared on the upper platform. A station official, older, sharp-eyed. This child is injured, she said, and until his condition is reviewed, he remains under station protection. The guards protested. Dominion will not like this. She raised a hand. Dominion does not run this station, she replied. I do. The drones powered down. The guards lowered their weapons, angry but powerless. The dragon stared in disbelief. They stopped, he whispered. Elias looked at him. For now, he said gently. Medical staff approached slowly. One of them scanned the wing. It's damaged, the medic said, but it can heal with the right care. The dragon's eyes filled with tears again, but this time they were different. Hope hurt more than fear. He looked up at Elias. Why did you help me? The child asked. Elias thought for a moment. Because everyone else walked past, he said, and I got tired of that. The dragon nodded slowly. Then he did something that made the entire station freeze. He placed a small claw in Elias's hand. Dragons did not do that. Not with strangers. Not with humans. The official watched them quietly. This will cause problems, she said. Elias smiled. Yeah, he replied, but good problems. High above the station, unseen by all, a long-range signal activated. The Dragon Dominion had noticed, and they were not pleased. The station slowly returned to life. Lights softened. Voices came back. Ships resumed their paths. But something had changed. People who had walked past before now looked twice. The dragon child sat quietly beside Elias, his breathing calm for the first time in a long while. His damaged wings still hurt, but the pain no longer felt like a punishment. It felt like something that could heal. Medical staff guided them away gently. As they walked, the dragon looked back, at the place where he had cried alone, at the path where thousands had passed him, at the floor where one human chose to sit. He tightened his grip on Elias's hand. Elias didn't pull away. "Am I still weak?" the dragon asked softly. Elias stopped walking. He knelt down so they were eye to eye. "No," he said. "You survived. That's not weakness." The dragon thought about that. Then, slowly, he smiled. And for the first time in that busy space station, surrounded by metal and noise and fear, something rare appeared. Not fire, not power, but kindness. And everyone who saw it understood something they would never forget. The dragon was not saved because he was strong. He was saved because one human refused to walk past.